guys, it's Lainey and I'm bringing you another hashtag My Little Ginger Doodles writing vlog video series video. As you guys know, I'm participating in NaNoWRIMO this year. I'm completing the first draft of my novel, which is literally almost done. I have like a couple more chapters to write. I am participating with some of my best friends on BookTube, Kayla from Booknoodles and Kenya from My Little Bookshelf, and we are writing all throughout April, and we decided to vlog every third day on a writing topic. And today's writing topic is relationships. I really liked this topic because as I'm getting into my editing stage, I need to reflect back on all of the relationships I built, all the relationships that have been established, and I have to make sure that they aren't rushed. I have to make sure that they develop naturally, and I have to make sure that they are believable. I do have a lot of different types of relationships in my novel right now. I have relationships between characters that I've been friends pre-page 1, which is really important because those two characters have known each other for so long, but the reader didn't experience that. So I have to make sure that that relationship is extremely tight and very believable for the reader to want to root on for those characters. I have relationships in this story that are, of course, female-oriented. Female friendships are very, very important, and I took a medieval film class my sophomore year of college, and my professor mentioned that a lot of female friendships on screen, they usually only talk about men and romantic relationships. For female friendships, they have to pass this test in film where they have to have at least 3 different conversations throughout the duration of the film where they aren't talking about men, and that is a true female friendship. When she said that, it made me really think about all of the movies I now watch, and I really pay attention to that. You should pay attention to that too, because it's like a really fun game to watch during a movie. Ever since that was brought to my attention, I've always been conscious of that fact while I'm writing. I'm always working for female friendships where they aren't always talking about boys. So I know some of my conversations in my first draft do talk about boys, but as I'm building those relationships, they're talking about a lot of different other things about their lives, about the things that they like, about funny stories and their futures and stuff like that. So I think that's really important to just step back and think, what are all the conversations that your female characters are having with each other? And of course there are the romantic relationships, which are super tricky if your character is just meeting that character in the story and that they develop feelings for each other. Everybody hates insta-love. I don't know many people that do actually like it. That's another really important thing to really look for in your story, is that they are really developing more than just saying they love each other in the next 100 pages, which none of my characters do, but it's still very important to keep some authenticity in the relationship and making sure that everything feels natural and believable and not extremely rushed, because readers know when things are rushed because they point them out. I was actually just talking to Kenya and Kayla about this on Voxer. Doesn't it suck when you're writing and two characters that really weren't supposed to have chemistry end up having chemistry? What am I supposed to do with all this now? Something happened to my story the other night where something happened and it wasn't meant to happen, and it just came from my fingertips. I don't know how. I actually introduced a character that I really actually wasn't going to introduce until book 2, should I ever write book 2, and I decided, yeah, I'm bringing him in the end of these chapters because it fits and it works with the plot of the story right now. So as my main character and the character I'm introducing started talking, they say 2 things to each other, and I'm like, damn it, you guys aren't supposed to have chemistry. Even though they have history together, they weren't supposed to have a playful, fun relationship now. It's difficult when things like that happen, because something like that happened earlier in my draft I know I have to refix, where the villain starts having chemistry with my main character, and I was like, hold up, this can't happen. I do like love triangles and characters that have a lot of chemistry with other characters, clearly because I love the Fallen Kingdom series, but I don't want to fall into that book where everybody's wondering why everybody's in love with the main character, because I personally hate those kind of stories and I don't want people to feel that way towards mine. But I do have a lot of characters, and As I'm nearing the end, I'm excited for what the second book will bring, even though I have no ideas what the second book would entail, but I'm already brainstorming different characters interacting with different characters that haven't interacted that much in the first book. And I'm really excited to see where some of those relationships are gonna go. So that is it for my relationships vlog. I hope this helped. I don't know, this was a weird topic. I hope I gave some interesting advice or some interesting insight into relationships and what my story has for relationships. I will see you guys in another 3 days with another writing blog. Bye!